nonfiction and STEM fans. This is Kirsten Larson. I am the author of Wood, Wire, Wings, Emma Lillian Todd Invents an Airplane, here with another nonfiction or STEM book review. And today I have reviewed a book by Ruby Bridges, civil rights pioneer. This is called This Is Your Time. And this is a really unusual book. So if you remember the story of Ruby Bridges, she was the 6-year-old child who helped integrate the schools in New Orleans in the South during the civil rights movement in the 60s. So this book is sort of part memoir written about Ruby Bridges, remembering her childhood and her work as a 6-year-old to help integrate the schools, what that meant for her family. Her father lost his job, what it meant for her. She faced a lot of hatred from people in her community who didn't want her to help integrate the schools. And one thing I really like about this book is the use of archival images, which I think would be really interesting to study with students. But this book is only half Ruby Bridges' personal story, because about halfway through the book, she pivots to use her own experience to talk about kids today, about the struggles that they face and some of the work that still is left to do in terms of eliminating racism in our country. So she talks directly to young readers about what they can do to keep working to fight racism. And again, using some really amazing black and white images to foster some of these discussions with kids. It's a very quick read, a short read, and I really like this unique trim size. It's really small. But I think this is a really powerful message for kids. And in fact, I would couple this book with one of my favorite books from last year, which is called No Voice Too Small. 14 Young Americans, I'm trying to remember the subtitle exactly, but 14 young Americans who are working to make a difference, essentially. And that's edited by Lindsay Metcalf, Keela Dawson, and Jeanette Bradley. And that book actually spotlights 14 kids from different backgrounds who are working to make a difference in their community. So that would be, and that's all written in poetry. So that would be a great book to read alongside the true story of Ruby Bridges, with Ruby's own message for how kids can make a difference in their world. So I highly recommend Ruby Bridges' This Is Your Time.